We decided to do one last late season rabbit hunt, this time with our special guest, 91-year-old Willie Penn. Not 71, not 81, but 91 years old. Now, we didn't see too many rabbits, but we had a great time just kicking back and listening to some of Willie's stories. Check these out. Now, 91 years, that's a pretty good bit. What's kept you going for 91 years? Clean living?
Well, yeah, pretty well. That helped.
It helped.
Mm-hmm.
Hard work?
Well, I've done a lot of it. Work never did kill nobody. I don't bet. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. You were talking earlier about setting the back in the snow?
No, it was snow season. Just like went off, like on yesterday and went off like today.
Right.
We set for that.
Yeah.
And it was just like putting your fingers in the ice.
Was it?
Sticking it in that ground.
Did you ever hit a rock?
Oh,
with your finger?
Yeah. Good night, yeah.
Now, you started hunting when you said I guess you were about 12 years old?
12 or 13.
Did you hunt with your dad?
No, he didn't very seldom ever go hunting, rabbit hunting. Once in a while he would, but not a while after I growed up.
Yeah.
He didn't have time to hunt.
Yeah. Too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He worked all day. He was ready to go to bed at night. Only he would go fox hunting.
He would go fox hunting.
Now,
what was this telling me about chewing tobacco your first time?
Well, we were sitting up on top of a big high hill. That's where you got to hear your dog, you know.
Yeah.
It's lower around.
Yeah.
And he asked me, I don't know, I was making a little noise, might have swallowed a little juice. And clearing my throat. He said, Bill, you chewing tobacco? I said, yeah. And he said, you spit that out. I said, all right. I spit it out, but I never did stop. He told me if I catch you chewing anymore, I'm going to whoop you. But I told him before, he never did catch me. Don't none of y'all chew tobacco.
No, I tried it one time when I was back in high school. Yeah. I got all dizzy. I got sick.
Make you sick.
I really confused a couple beagles right here. Well, what was it like? Were there a lot more quail and rabbit way back when than there is now?
There was a lot of quail. They was them, what you call them, old time partridges.
Yeah.
They was great big.
Yeah.
They was, they was almost big again as one of these little old Mexican birds.
Is that right?
Yeah. And they didn't fly as fast, and they wouldn't fly from there to that barn yonder.
Uh-huh.
They'd go down.
So you go out and get you a bunch of them and have a good dinner.
Well, I was just a boy then, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
I could kill one out better every 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah.
Had an old single barrel 12, and you'd kick me down there, and it'd come unbridged a lot of times when you shot it.
Really?
And you couldn't get nothing in but black powders.
Yeah.
And you couldn't tell whether you hit him or missed him. Then you had to go hunt for him. I didn't have no dog.
Yeah.
But I found the world of them.
Yeah.
I never did stop. I didn't give up. I just kept hunting.
Now, would you use when you went out and hunted for game? Would you use the game you got for dinner, or what was your typical meal? Would you butcher a cow or?
We'd clean it and then soak it out.
Yeah.
We always soaked it in salt water
Yeah.
and then have it the next day.
Have it for dinner or lunch?
The next day, yeah.
Yeah. As Willie and I walked through a field early in the day, he picked up a spent shotgun shell and he said, "Tim, put this in your pocket." So I did. I didn't really understand what he wanted me to do with it, but later that afternoon, he said, "You still got that shotgun shell?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, give it to Bobby." I gave it to Bobby, and here's what happened.
We'll have to go. Oh, he hit it.
Well, he scarred her.
Can you do that, Bobby?
I doubt it. I like never even seen the thing.
What about when you're 91?
Well, if they do it at 91, I ought to be able to see it then.
I'll be happy to be able to hunt like this when I'm 51.
I had an old roadster then, an old racer,
Racer.
a Ford racer. Parked it out there and went into the party. I imagine there's 25 or 30 people there. Come out, all four. There's them old high pressure tires. All four tires are flat.
Oh no. Somebody let your tires down.
Now, if we'd have seen him, I don't know what to do.
You weren't like kissing on his girlfriend or something, were you?
I went with him, yeah.
Oh. So that's why your tires were flat.
That was it. They
That's
didn't
it.
want us down there.
Now we got the real story. Was you cutting in on all these guys' girlfriends?
Well, I'm not a bragging, but I could have went with any of them.
Could you?
Yeah.
You finally got married and all that partying had to quit though, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that broke it up. That's the end.
That was in all that.
But
Nobody.
I don't know why they never did want us down there. We never bothered nobody.
Yeah. Well, you just afraid you're gonna take their girlfriend. It sounds like.
Well, we just went with them, and I went with one or two of them,
Yeah.
but I never did care nothing about them. I just went with them to be a good sport.
There you go.
Flying too high with some gal in the sky is my
Well, Willie, I want to thank you for going out hunting with us today.
Well, I'm glad to meet you.
I'm glad to meet you. I've heard a lot about
I'm glad you got the job you got.
you. Well, I
But it's
appreciate it.
suitable for you.
I appreciate it.
You need something easy.
You want to be my co-host? Thanks for being with us today, Willie.